Hey guys, John here from Sir Jumpy. Today I will be cleaning the air filter on my 2015 KX100. Last time I tried doing this, didn't go as well because I really didn't give you guys a good show of how to do it. So there's going to be one bolt on each side, this bolt, and there's one right here in this hole right there. You're going to take both these out. Just take them out. They're going to have a washer on the end of them. If they don't have the washer, then it means it got stuck in the bike. So you'll see it'll be the screw, and then there will be that tiny washer. Now I'll go in there, one in this hole, find it, loosen it, take it off. This is quite honestly just a repeating process on both sides because all you're doing is taking a screw out. It's not that hard. A lot of people, though, I know, like to ask me, what's my tricks, what do I do, blah, 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 blah. So you will do this now. The easiest way to take your seat off is pick the back up that tiny bit, like about 2 or 3 fingers up off the thing, and just pull back that little bit, and you'll feel it slide. Then pick it up more so that the metal bars are out, and then pull it back, and it'll slide right out. Now you'll have right here where my hands are, you'll have your air box. Your air filter will be in that. It'll be held in by a long screw with a washer on the end. So here we go. It's out. Right there's your screw. It'll be held in by a long screw, like a huge one. I'll set that back on my box with all my other parts. Now I'll put my air filter out with my cone which on the inside. You'll have a cone. You'll see this plastic cone. See that? This plastic cone. Just set that down. Now I'm gonna go grab my air filter right here in my parts box. So let's see, while I'm over here, I'm gonna grab my air filter and I'm gonna grab my just my normal filter oil. I'm gonna show you guys one trick with the filter oil, but here's my Motor X air filter oil. So I'll kind of just spray it all over this. But since this one was already oiled, I'm just gonna lube it up that little bit that it seals all these little cracks that might still be popping up there and stuff like that. I can definitely say one thing, that is, if it's a new air filter, you might feel, well, I lubed enough. It's, like, how can I explain it? It's blue, it's soft. That doesn't mean you oiled enough. If you can see, through the little cracks of it and that kind of stuff, that means it's not, if you can see a lot of it, that means it's not oiled enough. So you want to still oil it a little bit. That's not saying that you're not oiled enough or not good enough. That's just saying there's not enough oil spread around it. That means either knead it, like I'm doing, just knead it a few times, until you feel comfortable with all the oil. And if that don't work, you might just need to put more oil on. Then if that don't work, just go to the shop and just get a brand new air filter. You know what I mean? That always works just as well as, I think air filters are like $30. I can tell you one thing, they do last a long time. People say I put a new one in after you clean one once. I've cleaned this one time. Still super soft, like it should be. It still works as it should. Everything like that, I have no problem with it. So, my forks on the front right here, there's little tiny things for your forks. They look like they're a little bit under the triple clamp. I think they should be up that little bit, but I'll look into it, see how much they should be above or below, or, I think because the guy redid them, he did say he put new fork oil in them, and, you know what I mean, other stuff that you do with a typical dirt bike. It's kind of just honestly typical maintenance. Every year or so you redo the fork oil and everything like that, but considering that the guy was younger and enjoyed what he did with the bike, and then told me he was gonna give it to me. He drove, I think it was 3 hours, I want to say, from where he lives to give me the bike. He didn't have a problem doing that, he said, because he said him and his wife would make a trip out of it, so he ended up coming. Now, here's my tip. Take your filter oil. If you have any of this, just make sure it's the stuff that's just in the bottle. That's kind of what you want. If it's not in the bottle, then I wouldn't recommend using it for this. Yeah, that's in a risky spot, but I don't care anymore. Dab your finger on it, and take it, and then do it all around this ring. All around the red, orange of your air filter. This is just going to help make a tight seal. Might even help if you're running a lean mixture. If you put too much on here, though, it'll suck in your air boot. And you're probably going to be running air filter oil into your bike. Do I know if that's a good thing? I don't know. You know. But then I just kind of just rub it around, take my fingers, keep sliding them, make sure I have a nice little texture of it. If I think to myself, okay, more in that area, more in this area, I'll take it and I'll put more in there. And then I'll just do it again with my fingers, just take them and slide them around until I feel like that it has a good sleeve on it of air filter oil. Once that's done, your air filter's oiled, and you think you have it right, take your big bolt, dip this, boom, all the way in the air filter oil, shake it around your bottle a little bit, make sure it's not gonna have any issues, you know what I mean? Take your filter oil, set that in another okay spot, not a really suggested spot where I have it, but it'll work for what I'm doing quickly. I'm just gonna take the filter. I need to re-dep that. I'm gonna take it, the filter, slide it back onto its cone-shaped plastic container that holds the air filter in place. And once I do that, I'm kind of just gonna like rewind everything. Good, pretty much rewind. Now I'm gonna just take this again, dab it in the oil, slide it right through, take that out of there, and then put that in. I'm kind of just gonna hope for the best, hope it lines up right. This time I don't think it lined up perfectly at all, so here's my big tip. If it doesn't line up, take it, look for where the hole is, push it down, and then you can feel it kind of grab. Probably can. And you're set. Your filter's on. Your filter's oiled. Now you kind of just want to take your stuff. I'm going to put my cap. Where did I put this cap? Oh, right here. So I'm just going to start putting my caps back on my filter oils. Air filter oil, check. Now the one more thing I would say, which I'm going to do, take my filter oil, rub it on my finger, and then the 2 bolts that hold your seat on, kind of just give it a lot of oil on them. That'll just help it in case you ever need to emergency take them off. It won't lock up on you, you know what I mean? And they won't do none of that. Now I'll take my seat, line it back up, didn't line up, slide it forward, set it in place, click my 2 plastics down, take my ratchet, switch it to righty-tighty, take a bolt, make sure it's greased up good, kind of feel for that hole, and then and just put it in the hole, right? And I'm gonna tighten it up. Sometimes these don't line up right, so it becomes a big pain to do it, but you know, everything has that time where it doesn't want to line up right. So then I'm gonna have this one in this hole, This one probably isn't gonna line up just like it didn't last time. Quite figured it wouldn't. I said it was being a big pain when I was trying to line it up. There it goes. I think it went. No, maybe not. I think it went now. Maybe. Yeah, it went. There we go. Click it in. Okay. Done with that. Now, as I was saying earlier, put your caps back on. Put your filter stuff away. Put it back where you got it in containers or wherever you have yours in. Mine's in a big just tote that I kind of just have later on my garage. Once you do that though, you're kind of just done with your bike. There's really nothing else to do. Make sure you can just like, once you're doing your filter, I like to just go while I'm doing it. Okay, brake lever, clutch lever works. Make sure the clutch is engaging, throttle. I like to check my back brake fluid. Sometimes I'll check my front. It depends, different stuff. But my whole main point is just with your bike, for sure I would say when the first time you're doing it, watch videos, be more precautious than you would normally, because I thought in the beginning with my first ever dirt bike, oh, I don't need to keep my airbox clean, blah, blah, blah. 3 months later it was bogging and I didn't know why, and it wouldn't stop. It just kept bogging. I bought new carbs, new aerator, or new air filters. Couldn't figure it out. It was all because my airbox was just never cleaned, which gave it the ability to build up with dirt and kind of caused it to, bog. My clutch on my perch, I tipped it over as I was washing it. The screws broke in half, and then I told my brother about it, took it to his work the next day, got those screws out, put new ones in, and we're back with a new clutch perch. That works perfectly fine. Nothing wrong. So I ain't complaining. The only difference is this side screws, the brake one is over here, the brake one is bolts. I ain't complaining though. I got a clutch lever, cable, I got everything I need to run my dirt bike. Another thing I'll do, check my coolant every once in a while when I clean my air filter. Right now I'm running just as perfectly as I was when I got it. Geez, I can't talk. Filled up to the top. Nothing's wrong. My bike's running very good. I ain't complaining. I run a 50-to-1 Amsoil, not Amsoil, what the heck's it called? Steel 50-to-1 full synthetic oil, 2-cycle oil. I've been running it for a couple weeks. Nothing's been happening to my bike, so, alright, I'll see you guys in the next one. That was this video. I hope you all enjoy it, and I'll probably make a riding video, maybe not, but I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.